Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Somebody give me a sound check. Let me know if you hear me okay. Tell me if you're seeing the screen. All the good stuff. Let me know. Let me know. Good morning, Charles and Richard. Very nice. And Keith, good morning, everybody. Awesome show today. I got so much stuff to do. I'm going to share with you everything. It's all about gold today. We're going to be focusing on gold, but we're going to do some other things as well. And I'm going to walk you through methodically every single trade I want to do. I'm going to do all these trades with you. And I think you guys are going to see the rhyme and reason behind all of this. So let me actually just sort of start right now. We have, is this gold? Yeah, gold is breaking out to the upside. I'm going to be a buyer of gold right now just to start us off. We're actually going to go to the large contract. Let me just start you guys off here. And we're going to get long gold with the following conditions. We're trading 1.5 target, $2 stop. Why am I taking this trade right now? Is I'm kind of diving you right into gold. We have rocket fire breakout. Price goes below moving average, comes up above the moving average. Let me actually change this to settings. We want to go into money. Let me see if this changes. Yeah, okay, it changes. Okay, so just trading straight up one lot here. Looking for $1.50, which is $1.50. I'm a little bit, the trade here probably would have been this. I'm a little bit late on the trade because obviously, we just started the session at 9 o'clock. But this is still a pretty solid trade as far as I'm concerned because the trend still remains relatively up. It looks like I think I'm in at was it 01 2403, and I guess I'm targeting 2404.6 as my target. Salute, Leonid. Jerry, good morning. Brighton, good morning. We're just diving right in as usual, guys. No no prisoners. But I'm going to explain to you when we have a pause in the price action, exactly, like methodically, how we're going to trade this stuff. It's really, really, really very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, I'm going to cycle through NQ just to see what's going on over there. Okay, so while the gold trade is floating, I'm going to explain to you some thoughts I have about some thoughts I have about how I would be trading Nasdaq. So Nasdaq is in a sell format. You see, it's dumpster fire, right? However, and this is the really, really cool thing about the indicator and how you can interpret it both ways. We've had a reversal signal. Nasdaq now had a green reversal signal, which means that we want to be buying below. Once it goes below moving average, comes back up, we want to be buyers. The trade really was over here. But if there's a dip below and comes back up above, it's still going to be a legitimate trade to the upside, And this is what's so really, really cool about that, because it's going to basically allow you to trade turns as well as continuations within a very, very logical structure, right? So NAS turned green, Dow turned green. I actually traded Dow to the downside earlier today. This was a dumpster fire sell. Price goes above, price goes below. I sold it over here and bought it over here, right? Classic turn. Now price gives me a green candle and it turns itself around, and that makes it a much more viable trade. Hey, Kevin, welcome from Kenya. Really, really nice to see you guys. Where's everybody from? Punt out to me. Let me know where you guys are from. Location and time. What time is it by you right now? Because I'm just, I'm curious how many degenerates I have with me today. So what this does is it creates an incredibly methodical, logical approach to how you guys can scalp with the super scalper, because it basically shows you the change in price structure Philippines, 9 o'clock in Philippines. It's actually a great time to trade Philippines. You're back from work. You're nice and relaxed. It's a great time to trade. Oh, Genesis is a true degenerate. He's up at 6 o'clock in the morning from San Francisco. Are you going to go to work after this, Genesis? Michael, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you guys are at. Gold is slipping. I had so where's my entry here? Where's my gold? Oh, I'm on the wrong gold. Sorry, this is the gold I'm in. Okay, I'm in on the gold here. So gold is slipping a little bit. I mean, it actually we almost came to to the target and kind of missed it. I should have been watching gold, but I'm watching everything else right now with you, kind of trying to show you mythology. Now, there's going to be a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm going to layer onto you because I'm going to show you exactly how we turn losers into winners, how we trade cycles instead of trades. I'm really going to walk you guys through a lot of interesting stuff, not just today, but like as we do these YouTube lives. Remember, with the exception of next week where I'm going away for a vacation, it's spring vacation, New York City Public Schools. So everybody's gone. It's Passover. I'll be back May, and we're going to do this every Tuesday, Wednesday in May. I'm going to trade live with you. You guys are going to be pros by the time you're done. You're going to be able to see these scalp trades in action on a continuous basis. So watching this thing. All right, you know what? It looks weak. I'm gonna take. Come on, get out. I'm gonna take the 60. 60 in this trade just because I should have taken the trade up there, and I saw this kind of faltering. Plus, let me explain to you why this was a weak trade. I mean, remember, a lot of trades I'm going to make is just to show you because so we'll see. I'm going to show you. Oops, I don't know what the hell that was. Just a second. We delete this. Okay. Let me show you why that was I knew it was going to be a relatively weak trade. So you see how this dipped below the moving average, came back up over here. So, we came below, came above. This was the real entry, right? So this was a late entry. This was a late entry. Even over here was a better entry, but I come in all the way to the top. So I knew that there was going to be a struggle to try to reach the top, but I wanted to show you the actual entry condition off of a green breakout candle. So I basically took the trade. I knew there was going to be a marginal trade, but given the fact that I knew it was marginal trade, I wasn't going to stick around and let it stop me out. So we took a small profit, up 60 for the day so far. Let's see what happens next as far as trades go. Now here's where it gets interesting. We are in let me just set up the trades here. What I want to do, it's 64. Oh, hang on a sec. Sorry, 64.80. I'm watching Nasdaq. I do not love taking Nasdaq prior to the open, but I guess I will. So again, green trade. Well, this is not a great trade because remember the really great trade was here. We had a green breakout reversal trade, went below the moving average, went above the moving average. You buy here, 20 stop, 15 target. That's where you make it. But let's play it. All right, I'm long here. I'll play the game just for a little bit. Let's see if I get some extension. If I get it, I get it. Oh shoot, I hit limit. Never mind. Okay, get out. I'm not trading this trade. I should have been in market. Sorry. No trades here on Nasdaq. We'll wait for better opportunities for us to come in. It's still market open. Remember, like the most turbulent time is this 920 to 940 when pre-position, post-position market. A lot of times it's just worthwhile for us to let that time go by. But the really cool point is you have like an incredibly intelligent methodology for how you trade continuation versus how you trade reversal. And the underlying thesis behind all of this, for those of you who are not, hey, Singapore, 9 o'clock at night, Tony, the stops and targets are, so I'm doing this in ticks, and I'll translate it into points. On NASDAQ, the target is 15, the stop is 20, okay? And on gold, the target is 1.5, the stop is 2. it's sort of 3/4 to 1. Hey, what time is it in Nigeria, Charles? Is it nighttime for you guys? I think Africa is way ahead, right? So, uh, sorry, so I lost my train of thought. So stops and targets at 3/4 to risk, and the key thing that I was sort of trying to show you about as far as market structure goes is what are these green candles? What are these red candles? These candles are basically deviations from the moving average. This is the 8-period moving average. And this candle is at least 7 basis points pulled away, stretched away. What is deviation? Think about what deviation is. Deviation is trend. Something is trending. It means it's going straight up or it's going straight down. Generally, the normative condition of price is range, right? No, you're hovering around the moving average, right? Prices are average. Trend, by its very definition, is above average or below average, meaning, because like trend happens 15, 20% of the time, right? That makes perfect sense. It has to be, by its very definition, not average. So what these candles do by showing you, oh, there's a massive stretch away from the moving average. Buyers are coming in. Oh, sellers are coming in, confirming the long-term trend. This is what gives you these incredibly accurate reversal signals and continuation signals, right? And then I'll show you how we're going to put them all together, concatenate them together into like a full trading strategy as we go along. It's definitely I'm gonna show you by doing, but I wanted to kind of explain to you basically how this all works. Wow, this is a little big, huh? This is a little big. Just putting this up there, you guys. If you guys want to trade, please take advantage of the Apex feed. As a matter of fact, Apex is actually allowing you to do 1-day funding. Like you can if you have a hunch, bet a bunch, and get hit the target in 1 day, they'll fund you in 1 day this whole month, which is really, really awesome. Okay, so I'm looking at gold. It's recovering the moving average, and I'm waiting for it to 6-7 seconds. Okay, let's go long. Went long. Did I? Oh, okay. I hit the. This is the small contract. Sorry. So we're trading the tiny little contract, which is fine. Usually I'm trading the large contract. This should be a $30 trade, but I hit the micro contracts. I have the large contracts over here, the micros over here. So sometimes it happens. Anyways, which basically trading again the continuation signal from this green candle, right? That's the key thing. I'm just trading the continuation. And gold has been the money tree. Like yesterday, all my money was made in gold. Probably today, all my money is going to be made in gold. This should have been the large contract. I wish we hit the large contract at move. But let's see how it plays out. We're almost close. Let's go to the DOM. Ooh. It popped and then let's see if we can lift it all the way to basically 205s. We're right underneath the 205 level. I've definitely been holding the 2400 level quite well. Every time they bring it underneath there, they're buyers. This morning I saw 80, 90 contracts on bid in the large contract, which is really honestly unusual in gold and pretty much a good sign that I think a lot of liquidity is coming in. And we're getting close. I'm just going to try and see if I can blow out. There we go. Blown out of this contract. I could have taken the full 1.5, but it was a small contract. It should have been the large contract. New rocket fire. New big trade, right? So we'll watch that. Well, so far it hasn't. Now it's materializing. So if that comes, what does this mean? This means that now, if it comes below the moving average, above the moving average, we have a brand new trade possibility, right? And we'll set that up as a trade. So far, we had 2 winning gold trades, right? in the section. Let's take a look at the Dow. The Dow is in reversal mode, and I want to see the Dow. Dow is going to be interesting, I think. So let's set up the Dow. Dow, by the way, is a 30-40 trade. 30 target, 40 stop. Let me correct this. So again, same kind of a thing. 3/4. I'm going to explain to you a little bit later why the math is very compelling, because what you need to understand is the way we trade in our chat room, the way we turn almost every problematic trade. Do I always trade on the 1 minute chart? Yeah, we're scalping. So we're going to do lots of trades. The whole point of live trading is that you want to give you as many winning opportunities as possible. I'm not, if you want to be, I'm not a grandpa. So 50, 40 seconds. I'm watching this. Moving average is 43. New York City sirens. Are you guys hearing the sirens? So I need for the Dow to recover the moving average. And while I'm looking at the Dow for a second, I got 32 seconds. Let's also check out. Damn it, we missed the S&P. The S&P was, by the way, the S&P 3-point target, 4-point stop on the S&P. The S&P entry was like right over here at the 17 level. Again, it's pre-market conditions. I don't love entering pre-market, but again, we have a green breakout, below moving average, above moving average. Go for it, my friend. Make a UE. You are in good shape right now. What I have is the Dow, but I need the Dow to actually hold above. It's not closing. It needs to close on it. So at 54, 53 seconds, I'm watching the price action. Still a lot, lots of room to go. Do not commit until you see the whites of their eyes. Do not rush the trade. Market is notorious for faking you out. Let it close the candle. Let them commit to the candle. Here's the SB. You see now we're opening up. It's 9. What time is it? 9:28. 2-3 minutes beforehand. Lots of jockeying. Everybody's playing around with their book, and so not a time where I want to be playing around. Gold is 1.5, 2. Correct. Everything is 3/4 to 1 because the mathematics of this is very compelling. I'll explain in a little bit. It's really all about controlling the downside, all about controlling the risk. I'm watching the S&P right now. I kind of like the S&P. For those of you who are trading S&Ps, again, needs to hold the moving average, which is a little bit above 18. So it's got to close above 18. On this candle, we're at 9:29.23. I actually, excuse me. I'm going to try not to. Well, you know me. I always love to dive in. 24, 25 seconds left. I was going to say I really should not buy the open because it's always a sucker's trade. But if they hold the moving average, there might be some trade, continuation to the upside. So I will give it the benefit of the doubt, but it's not. We can't. We're not holding the moving average. So now we're dumping, which I kind of knew. I had that feeling. Look at that. It's like a 3-card Monte. I mean, that is a game they play every day, right? So just such an obvious. Let me show you. I'm a buyer. Boom. Welcome to a 3-point drop before you even think. Now, here's where it gets interesting. What's happening now? We got a dumpster fire. We got a negative trend reconfirming the big trend, right? Just to show you I have the big trend off here because I don't want to pollute the chart. But where's my chart? Show table. Here. Table takes a while. So we're going to show table on the S&P just so you guys understand what's going on over here. So this is the S&P. It's a bearish trend. It's been a bearish trend for 3,971 1-minute bars, right? So that we know that by the fact that we have the teardrop on the red candle. So what does that mean? Now we're totally negative biased. Now we're going to be looking for price to go up above the moving average and drop below. We're going to only be selling shorts right now. So we're all negative biased in the S&P. We're still positive biased in a Dow, because the Dow is actually not showing any teardrops. It's not showing. It's still holding that that green reversal. We'll see what happens. Dow has to hold the moving average for us to do something about it. Now the Dow is actually also turned negative bias, right? And now let's take a look at the Nasdaq. What's Nasdaq do? Nasdaq also gave us a negative bias. So all three indices are negative bias, and we're looking for sells on those indices. In the meantime, the gold that we bought looks really, really solid as a breakout. We just don't have a buy underneath the moving average. We just don't have a buy underneath the moving average, right? Let me go to a two-screen solution so that we can at least watch. I'm going to watch the Dow. Actually, I'm going to watch the S&P in here. Let's watch the S&P and the Dow and see if we can set up any possibility. So with the S&P, if we go above the moving average, below the moving average, I'm a seller. With the gold below the moving average, above the moving average, I'm a buyer. But gold is starting to run away now. So you see how it's a tale of two cities, two completely different assets, very, very different flows. We're trading to those flows, responding as it goes. And right now it's just it's soaring. It's soaring on our on the thing, and we just have to be patient. You can't chase everything. We already had a good morning on the gold. Haven't had any U.S. indices trades, but we haven't had any setups. So let's see what happens. So he's telling me that gold is breaking out. Thanks to Mr. Powell yesterday. Yes, Mr. Powell definitely poured some cold water on the trade. What have you guys been trading? Tell me what instruments. Type in chat. I'd love to see what trades you guys been making. What have you guys been trading this morning? Anybody been trading gold? And if you have been trading it long or short, and has it been successful? I'd love to hear from you. I think this is the money tree trade. Yeah, you've been trading gold on the CFDs, Pinoy. Long side, short side, gold long, short back and long, only gold, all gold. Yes. The man with the golden gun, EU 50. Okay. And WTI short. I haven't had a chance to look at futures, but I definitely will examine them. Okay, so we're watching the S&P here, guys. I'd like to see it. Let me get in here. I'd like to see it go above and below, but it's not being so kind for us. Okay, we'll see. It needs to come back up above, close above, and then drop below. But it seems to be doing it right at the moving average, and sometimes that happens. It's literally selling at the moving average. So I'm not getting the signal that I really want. And it's too tempting to kind of chase it at this point on the S&P. Let's see what the Dow is doing. The Dow is actually looking very strong. The Dow, look at the Dow. Oh man, we should have been long the Dow. We missed that signal because I thought it was negative, but then it completely reversed. So Dow is actually net positive. Dow dip below, move above is going to be a buy for us. Nasdaq is definitely a massive negative sell here. Nasdaq is just a really, really weak trade. Tesla is having a lot of problems. There is a ASML today reported that the chips demand for the high-end chips is kind of slowing down. Like the whole, rah-rah, boom, boom, boom growth story in Nasdaq starting to come to a crash. Nasdaq, which was a winner, looks to be like a serious loser, I think, going forward. So again, Nasdaq, I'm looking for above the moving average, below the moving average to get me a setup to the short side. Let's see what's going on with the Dow. Dow, on the other hand, really very impressively positive, right? I am going to gold. I'm going to go, buy gold. I'm going to just buy gold at this point. It touched the moving average, going back up. I'm just going to believe in the fact that it's a continuation momentum trade in gold, right? Now, All right, let's take the 90 points in gold or 100 points in gold that we have here, because again, the perfect trade would be over here. I don't get the perfect trade, but I get the good enough trade. I took the good enough trade. What this does, the most important thing I kind of wanted to show you is the framework. You see the framework? The framework hopefully puts me on the right side of the trade most of the time, right? Most of the time. Like right now, the Dow also, I just missed the move in the Dow. Okay, so we're going to leave the Dow alone. Happens. I'm going to miss a lot of trades because I'm doing very, very fast trades. And the key point here is for you guys to kind of just watch the trades so that you can then learn how to do them yourselves. If you want to access to these indicators, if you want to trade with me live every single day, Kathy has the links to join my Pass the Prop Academy. So you guys can also learn how to get funded, and trade these accounts. What I try to do generally, basically, I only have one directive in life, which is put you on the right side of the flow, right? If I can put you on the right side of the flow, I will give you winning trades. So gold has just been a monster. Like literally, honestly, you don't need to do anything but trade gold, right? Every single trade in gold we've had has been to the long side, has been a winning trade. We let it go. Yeah, Brittany, with a name like Brittany, I would think you'd be long gold. Absolutely. That's a name. That's a name made for gold. I'm watching the S&P. The S&P is holding the moving average, holding bid. It's got to come back down. Let's take a look at this on the S&P here. I'm just trading. So if this S&P closes here, we're going to give it a shot to the downside. It's 43 seconds left. It's tempting as it is. You see how they fake you out. You've got to wait till the candle completes, because they love to play with you. They love to play with you. It's clearly, there's clearly a tug of war here. Especially the S&P is kind of a mix of Nasdaq and the Dow. The Dow is up, Nasdaq is down. So you can't really commit too hard here. And you see how it flipped around? How much time do I have left? 14 seconds, and now we're above the moving average. And now we have no trade. This is why, you don't commit. You don't commit until the candle closes. All right, so we're gonna leave that alone for the time being. Gold just continues to rocket higher. I got, all I can do is just hold on for dear life on gold here. Gold went from 2,400 to 2,409. We've made already a couple $100 in gold today, just being long. Let's take a look at the Dow. Oh, the Dow, we missed that trade in the Dow. You can trade gold, you can trade Dow, you can't trade them both at the same time, or at least I couldn't. But this was as I said to you in the morning when we're doing the analysis, I said this was a buy to dip trade, and this really was. We should have been buying this dip over here, maybe even over here. Just really, really strong trade. It's amazing how both Dow and gold are just super strong to the upside. Let's see what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq's actually negative. All right, I hate Nasdaq, but I will do this for you. How much time do we have left? 1 second. Let's go. Selling it. We're going to commit to the Nasdaq trade. So the Nasdaq trade is 15-point target, 20-point stop, but Nasdaq is the world's favorite retrace trade, right? Why? I find it very, very difficult to trade Nasdaq, but I'm going to try and trade it in the best way possible. I'll show you. The important thing is that we actually did the right thing. Waited patiently until it broke the moving average, and now we're going to just, and I'm just going to take it. Fuck it. I hate Nasdaq. I'm going to take this at 125. Could have had more, but I'm just trying to bank trips. So, I think where am I now? We started at $500 for the day. I started at 250, $500 for the day. Not bad for government work. Nasdaq has been the most problematic trade for me. It's not that this setup doesn't work. It's just that this particular instrument has hurt me so much in this setup. And you see sort of how psychologically vulnerable I am. So much of trading is mechanics, analytics, all of this programming, all of the intellectual stuff that you do in combination with one thing that nobody ever tells you about, which is emotion, confidence. Like in business, you can have the best business plan, the greatest execution. If you don't have the confidence to follow through, becomes much harder, right? Becomes much, much harder. Conversely, people who have like endless confidence can basically bullshit their way through life, right? So when gold has just been a confidence booster, like it's been a friend, friend indeed, and a friend in need. Nasdaq has just been a killer for me for the last couple of days. I had to literally, my other account this morning, I had to trade my way out of a $1,500 drawdown before I got back to even. I considered it to be an amazing win. So I'm just raw on Nasdaq. That's it. I don't, it's not that it, again, I'm doing what we do with our pets. I'm anthropomorphizing a completely benign instrument. You guys may not have the same emotions as I do, but I'm just simply explaining to you why I'm so jumpy, why I have like PTSD when it comes to the Nasdaq. And one of the things that I really hope to show you in live trading here is, because this is live trading, not bullshit video edited trading, not like fake trading, not like let me take one trade every 5 hours trading. This is real live trading. I want to show you the setups, the emotions, and the structures. I gotta buy in gold. Let me see if that candle closes. I'm waiting for the candle to close. I got 4 seconds. Long gold. Okay. Let's see now. Let's see if that works again. Great setup. Let's give it some time. So it's just a two. I'm targeting 40604. I'm in at 2408.4, and I'm targeting around 9. Basically 10. Now 2410 was a big resist area in gold. They've been selling that area all morning long. So this is going to be really interesting to see whether they can push it through here. They clearly are gunning. And I'm going to just take it ahead of time. We'll make another $100 in gold. Because gold been very good to me. Gold been very, very good to me. We'll take it because, again, I'm just leery of them dumping the 110s, the 2410s. If they break it through, I'll come back on the next cycle. There's 20 cycles a day in gold that you can make money on. One of the things that you kind of see is that when I have money, I take it. I don't, especially on my first trade. My first trade, I always take it. We haven't even gotten into the second trade because so far I've been just very, very fortunate and hitting all of my first trades. As a structure. So had I been, let's sort of like analyze had I been the perfect trader, I'm in at 36. My target is 15 plus 15, which would have been 20. I'm not going to curse. I promise myself I will not curse on YouTube. This beautiful instrument actually went all the way down to minus 30. I would have easily made plus 15, but I bought 31s. Okay, so sue me. I hope you guys banked more. My risk per trade is pretty low. Well, okay, so this particular account, this is a $250,000 Apex account that I just started today, literally, and we can talk a little bit about that. I know how I'm trading, but basically it's $200. Yeah, it's $200. And Nasdaq is a $400 risk. Another reason why I hate Nasdaq, it's a $400 risk. It's a bigger risk. But again, in the grand scheme of things, I have a $6,000 budget here. So yeah, $200 is not going to destroy me, right? But yes, that's kind of where I'm doing. So okay. I don't know what that means because it's not in English, but if you can translate it, that'd be great. Okay, let's look at Dow. Where's my Dow? Oh, sorry, I want to go down. I want Dow over here. I want to keep gold over here. Okay, this is gold. Gold took out the tens, right? Remember, I was a little leery of tens. Gold takes out tens now, right? Gold is just a monster. So Dow is a strong reversal trade. Dow is such a strong reversal trade that it took out all the highs. We're basically what I'm watching on the Dow now. Let's focus on the Dow. So what we want to see on the Dow is dip below the moving average, come back above it if we get a chance. Right now, we're not even getting a chance. The Dow is just a monster rally to the upside. How's the S&P? S&P is a little quiet. Not much action on the S&P. Now the S&P just kind of show you. So the S&P would have been a seller here at the 13s. We're looking for 3 with a 4 stop. So 13 would have been looking for 10. It actually broke. Yeah, the S&P would have made it. Just like in Nasdaq, the S&P would have made that trade to the short side. I just I can only focus on one trade at a time, so I couldn't do it. Let's go to the. I'm looking to buy the Dow, but it's just running away from me. Gold continues to trade really, really nicely. What's my R&R? Generally, it's supposed to be 1 to 1, but it's actually 3/4 to 1. So it's 3/4 to 1. So like 15-point target, 20-point stop, $1.50 target, 20-point stop. That's my R&R. But that is just the beginning of the story, my friend. That is just the beginning of the story. Because the real secret of how we continuously do well and how everybody gets funded in my room is we work very hard at turning losers into winners. I'm going to show you how we try to do that. Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'll show you in May because it's a long discussion, and it'll also entice you to come back and trade with me in May. But I'll show you kind of the tricks of the trade of how we like to do that as the days progresses. Okay, watching the Dow. I'm watching the Dow. I want to see the Dow dip. Dow by far the strongest of the day of the 3. It's up 50 basis points. Nas is 28 basis points. The S&P is 44. Remember, trade the winner, not the sinner, right? I put out a tweet today, which I thought was kind of funny, which said, describe day trading in 3 words. And that would be trade what flies. Obviously, gold is what flies right now. But when you're looking at indices, what flies right now is the Dow. Dow is the strongest. So when we're looking for upside trades, right now, we want to be looking at Dow as the trade that flies. Good job for you, Emmanuel. What's your target on gold? Are you kind of trailing it? Are you looking for a longer term position? Gold has been a pure winner for us. Let me see. Does this give me? Let me see if this trading executions. Yeah, I just want to. I want everybody to see the executions because and this is only on the large contract. I also by mistake did a small contract. But you see me buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Very, very simple. I'm just staying to my methodology, right? Nothing complicated. Nothing complicated. Actually have a trade right here, right now. Probably should take it again. Let me see how much time I have. 14 seconds. Let's see. I'm gonna give it a second. It's a big breakout candle. So I'm gonna be very, very patient with it. Very patient with it. All right, I'm long gold. I bought it a little too high. Just gave me two. What am I? 10.7. I'm long at 10.7. So a little bit too high, right at the top of that candle. That's a big candle. I don't love to buy big candles because it just naturally puts me into retrace risk. But if gold retraces, it's not a big deal. It's going to give me. It's probably going to stop me out here. It's going to give me a perfect explanation of how I'm going to recover this trade. How I'm going to watch the trade. Dow looking bid. I'm going back to I'm looking at the Dow now. Dow 22 seconds. Below moving average, above moving average. Let's see it hold the moving average. Let's see it hold the moving average. 13 seconds, 14 seconds on the Dow. Do I get a chance to take the Dow? All right, I'm going to go long Dow. So long Dow here, 30-point target. So my target would be like around 81. Stop is at 11. Dow also kind of really extended, really big candle to the upside, but we're trading strength. We're going to trust our strength. All right, you know what I'm going to do? Boom, I'm going to take my gold. I'm taking my gold because I kind of wanted to focus on the Dow right now, and I knew gold was kind of very toppy at the 110 level. So we got lucky on gold, made another 50 points on gold, and blew out of it as I knew this 110 level was going to be a big reversal level. Now Dow is reversing on me, which is fine, because I'm going to show you how I'm going to trade, especially Dow, which is a very low low point instrument. It's only $5 a point. I am going to be perfectly okay with this. I'm going to show you how, if I get stopped out, what my next game plan will be in the Dow. I'm going to see. We're going to see if it works out. Okay, stopped on the Dow. First stop of the day. Right, we had 6 consecutive winning trades. First stop of the day. No biggie. Let me show you what the next step is. So let's put the Dow into context. The Dow is still negative bid on the long term, on the 1 hour time frame. So it means it's still basically a bearish tilt. However, massive strong reversals. The trades were all over here, but we didn't have a chance to come in until the final slice of the trade came in. The first dip below, move above, stopped us out on volatility. Now we're going to go if there's a second wave to the upside, we're going to go twice as large. And you're going to see how we're going to try and resolve this on a progressive scale. And this is going to give you a chance to understand how we wash our trades away. What we try and do is give ourselves not 1, not 2, not 3. I mean, generally we'd give ourselves 3, but in this case, I'm perfectly happy to give ourselves 4 chances to resolve this trade into either positive territory or a very small loss. So watching this right now, this is going to be my second attempt at the reversal. Now I'm kind of hyper speeding up the process. The true process, the one where there's like much more pacing, is I would wait for a fresh green candle for this to occur in order for me to come back and look for a dip again. But right now, I just want to show you the cycle. 14 seconds, 15 seconds. Just got to hold the moving average before I commit. Before I commit to this trade. 8, 9 seconds. Let it go through the whole candle before I commit. Okay, I'm long. Okay, I'm long at 41. Target is going to be 68. Stop is going to be 98. Okay. Let's see if my second attempt at a run occurs. No, when you're scalping, there is no trailing stops. There's just exits. You just exit. If you notice, what I'm doing here is very fast, multiple trades for several reasons. One, it's just, this is my personal style that I like to trade. You got to trade your own personal style. But 2, because the single most important thing that I want to do here is show you trades, right? We can all talk philosophy until kingdom come. We can all discuss, the merits of life and Jean-Paul Sartre until we're blue in the face. What I see a lot of people on YouTube doing when they're doing live is they talk for an hour and they do one tiny trade for 2 ticks and they call it a day. That's not what I consider to be quality trading. My job is to show you setups. My job is for you to understand the setups. My job is hopefully to understand why the price structure of how I'm interpreting it starts to make sense to you. So you begin to see the same patterns and so you can succeed, So that's why I do lots of trades. When good, bad, or ugly, you're going to see a lot of trades with me. So far, I've just shown you pretty much all the good ones. Right now, we may be going into the ugly period. We'll see. As I said, in a normal environment, I also hyper speed up my trades. In a normal environment, I would pause between the levels. Right now, this is level 2 trade because we dipped below, came back above, and now I'm just trying to resolve this trade to the upside. But in a regular trading methodology where I'm trading for myself, I would wait for another green candle. In other words, another confirmation that there's a legitimate turn in the price before I would make that turn. I would pause out my trades. I'm not making a trade every 2 minutes like I'm doing here today. I would make them maybe every 20 minutes. But this way, you guys get to see the price action, the setup in action, which is really what it's all about. This is really hopefully helpful to you guys. And I hope you guys appreciate it. And please tell every one of your friends if they want to see trading, not bullshit, not conversation, not music playing in the background, actual live trading, real prices, good, win, or bad. Come to me Tuesday, Wednesday. Bring all your friends around. We're doing this for free all the time, so that you guys can really enjoy it. So you can see the patterns that I see. Make them better. Make them your own. Change them. There's 100 guys in my room change the patterns all the time, and they trade 10 times better than I do. But if I can give you the template, you can then go on and become a much better trader. So that's really, what it's all about as far as it's going. So, this is obviously dying out. I will let it do its thing. Maybe we get lucky. Maybe the YM has more continuity. But it looks like it's spent its juice here in the first 30 minutes and kind of died at the top. And I bought the top. And that happens. You're going to buy the top. That's just a function of the beast. Now, what I'm going to show you is what do I do next. I have a plan for what I do next every time. I'm never unprepared for the losses. I know exactly what I'm going to be looking at as my next analytical structure and how I would want to trade this, right? So, and again, as I told you, I sped up the price action to show you the setup. I pay the price very often, but I do that because I want you guys to see the trades, not to show you how brilliant I am for making 10 cents on one account in 3 hours of trading, right? You saw I was up about $500. I may be drawing down a little bit. It doesn't matter. I'll be up, if I'm trading properly, I should be up about $1,000 doing this particular pattern throughout the day. If that sounds attractive to you, then that's the kind of stuff that I hope you guys will find valuable, and you will, you'll bring your friends to come watch. Okay, Dow is going to torture us. Let's look at the other stuff. So Nas is definitely negative, right? So the only reason we were long Dow is because it was the dirtiest dirtiest shirt in the neighborhood, dirtiest house in the neighborhood, whatever the expression is. Everything is negative, right? I mean, indices are just negative, right? They're net bid. We actually had another possibility. So me trading the Dow to the upside. It's always my weakness. I always love, me, I love, trading reversals. I have a hard time trading continuation except for gold. So what I should have been doing, we made money on this. I should have been waiting for Nasdaq to crash, which it did again, and it would have been a very, very easy trade to the downside, right? But this is coming back up. Same thing with the S&P. The S&P crashed to the downside too, really nicely over here. Would have been a great trade. So we missed the downside trades. These were the classic trades. Negative trade above the moving average, below the moving average, +3 right here. Easy money. Would have been easy money, but we don't get that right now. So I think I'm floating by the skin of my teeth in the Dow, but the Dow is probably everything looks like it's going to be negative on the indices. So yeah, so we finally take me out of my misery on the Dow, unfortunately, and that's where we stand. Now, where's gold? Gold has come off the highs a little bit, right? Gold has come off the highs. Now, here's interesting. Oh, okay. Here's interesting. Let's trade now. This is an anathema. Anathema. I am selling gold. Why am I selling gold? Why am I selling gold on this trade? I got a red candle. I got a turn of trade. I got a red candle on gold. It went above the moving average. It's gone below the moving average. I'm happy to take a quick hit here. Let's see if I can take a quick hit here. Boom. Come to me. Come to Papa. Let's go. Come on. Boom. Done. Very, very quick hit. You see how easy it is once you understand the pattern. You see how easy it is once you see where it goes. It once you grasp what to do, you don't. It just becomes almost automatic. You just come in there and you take the move. Now you don't have to do every single move. You don't have to go negative against the big trend if you don't want to. But this was a easy slam dunk. You could see that this was a reversal trade against the 110s. Boom, super easy. Gold washed away a lot of the Dow. Since now Dow, by the way, just crashing right now. So Dow now is back to negative bid. So is Nasdaq. So is S&P. So we are going to reorient ourselves negative on all three right now, and just be patient and see if we get a flow back up and a flow back down, right? And right now we don't have any trades. We're just going to stay very, very quiet. This is I'm trading the Apex futures account for the Apex prop trading firm. Hang on a second. All right, time for me to do. Kathy put the links in there, but I actually want to. Hang on a second. I'm going to give you the information, because these, they're our favorite guys. They offer a really tremendous deal right now. So the link is in chat, but just let you know, they're basically offering 80% off. You hit the BK Apex, you hit BK Save, you'll get you basically can get 5 accounts for the price of 1, which is really amazing. So nothing much going on in the S&P. Everything is at lows. I need it to come back up and then come back down to prove to me 2 trades I missed. And I'm always going to miss trades, of course, because I'm trying to run so many different instruments. Was this short in the S&P and the short in Nasdaq, the second short, right? But overall, I think I made about 4 winning trades in gold. Actually, every single trade in gold has been a winner. Just been it's just been money, right? Long, short. Long, 5 winning trades in gold, 1 winning trades in Nasdaq, and the Dow has been a loser. That's been the only loser I picked up, right? Now, watch gold. Gold is still flashing red to me. Red flash is telling me that there may be a little bit more of a reversal going on here. It may be telling me that gold peaked at 210. Remember, I told you they tested 210 in Europe. They kind of brought it up again to North America. What will make me bullish gold? The only thing that will make me bullish gold if we get a rocket ship again. If we start coming back above the print and put a rocket ship. Until we get those flows, it's a negative trade now. Gold is a negative posture. Even in a big trend, it's a negative posture for the next 5-10 points. That's how you scalp. You are absolutely mercenary. Your job is not to our job is not to be long or short. Our job is to be on the right side of the trend, right? So you kind of see that. Dow died on the vine. We bought the top. That happens. Just didn't have enough juice. We should have bought it over here, but we were the trading. The market doesn't wait for our YouTube live, right? The play did not wait for the audience to arrive. The play was happening while we're still not there, so just did not dovetail with our YouTube live. But hopefully, it was cool. Russell, how are you, my friend? So who else is there with me? Say hello. No indices, so indices need to reprice lower. They probably are. I kind of agree with you, Dividend Cake. Dividend Cake, are you a dividend buyer? Is that your nom de guerre? Pasadena. I love Pasadena. What is that road from Pasadena, the highway from Pasadena to LA, the single most ghetto ass road I've ever seen in my life? Like, this is California. It's so old. You're driving on it. I swear to God, every time I'm driving on it, I feel like a car is just going to sideswipe me on it. Like the thing that connects Pasadena to actual LA proper, the 110 freeway. Holy F. Is that a piece of garbage strip road over there? I just can't believe that you guys have, that's like New York quality roads over there. So yeah. Yes. So dividend, my friend, this is what we're going to do with you. We're going to take your passive income. We're going to turn you into a prop trader and become a degenerate. You become a degenerate trader like all of us. So you're going to take your smooth, slow passive income and you're going to make it fast scalping income with prop. That's the game plan. That's what we do. My job is to corrupt everybody who comes into my universe and become a pure futures CFD trader. So market's definitely just sort of going into the sell-off mode right now. Nothing much going on. Where's gold? Is gold doing anything? Gold coming back above the moving average, but we really just kind of warn you, don't get too hyped up on shorting gold. What you really want to see on gold now is a move up. We want to see it capture the moving average. You want the buyers to come back and then lose momentum. Only if they lose momentum are we going to start selling the second time, right? Remember, the proper trade in gold is the long side. This is just the short scalps against the trend, but they got to be very, very specific. Don't rush them. Just because you see reds, don't be an idiot and just sell this. If you sell this, very often it's going to go this. Be patient. Let it marinate for a while on the gold side. Where's NAS? NAS is also at lows, just scraping the bottom. I will say this, guys. I mean, I have no idea. Nobody has any idea, but we've seen this pattern so many times. And this is just me talking my very, very bad habits. So very much take it with a barrel of salt. So I've seen this pattern so many times where we just literally dump 9:30, 10 o'clock, right? Then we actually have a couple of fake out shorts. So you see how hesitant I am to take a short in Nasdaq. I really hate this instrument. Again, it's an irrational hatred, but we'll leave it be. So what I've seen this is it'll do a fake out short is where it breaks the moving average and then turns back around and then prints a green bar, prints a reversal bar, and then we do a whole move back up again. Could that happen? Yes, it can happen. So be wary of that. That's why I'm just really, really wary of Nasdaq. And today is probably one of those days where it's not going to happen. So to make myself feel better, we're going to sell the S&P if it breaks to the downside, because not because the S&P is a better trade, but because I just like it more. Because for purely irrational reasons. So right now, I got no signals whatsoever on any of them. Gold doesn't care about technicals. Do I reverse the big strategy for short entry? Oh, we haven't even talked about the big strategy because we've just been so busy scalping. And I think I'm going to have to save the bigs. What I really, really want to do, honestly, guys, is I feel like we need to open up the room at 9 o'clock. I think that's the thing. Because 9:15, we've done 10 trades. I've just jumped into, there's just so much stuff to do that I need like 10 minutes to kind of just pre-position and show you where the big trades are, how they're trading. The cool thing is when I come back from spring break in May, we're going to have the algo working. So the CFD trades are going to pop up on the screen. You're going to see the CFD trades working, which are going to be automated off the MT5. So we'll have both futures and CFD trades, which will be really, really awesome. But yeah, it's I don't even know where the bigs are. I haven't even looked at the bigs today because I've just been focusing on the scalps so much. All right, S&P kind of holding bid here, right? So this is very interesting. And whoever said that gold doesn't respond to technicals is wrong. Everything responds to technicals as long as you use the right technicals. On an ultra short-term basis, if you have the right framework, like hopefully I do, I got 21 seconds here, right? Hopefully the framework keeps you on the right side of trend for the most part, on the right side of the trade for the most part. I got 10 seconds on the S&P. I'm going to be very, very patient. Okay, 5, 3, 2, at around okay, I'm selling the S&P. All right, I'm short the S&P just because, I'm going to make the sacrifice for everybody. Let's hope. And my not annoying feeling is I'm selling into a double bottom. But hey, no, let's take it out. Take it out. Come on, bitch, get out. All right, I'm going to get out. I'm out. I'm out at like $1.50. I should have taken more. So it worked. It worked like a charm. I was really, really afraid it was going to be a double bottom. I thought it was going to pull back, but it actually worked like a charm. So last trade of the day today, just to recover. Where am I? I think I'm still at around 400, right? Nope, I'm at 182 because that Nasdaq trade hurt me a lot, but still very much up for the day. I was up as much as 400. Now I'm about 200. Because no, I know why. Because I'm double out on the YM, and I still haven't resolved the YM. I'm going to show you how I'm going to resolve. I should have traded the YM, but I was focused on the S&P. I'm going to show you how I'm going to resolve this trade. I'm going to go the next time I do this trade. It's going to be larger size. You keep saying I'll keep buying them. I'm winning on my sells, so I hope you're winning on your buys. So I don't know. I don't know how you're winning on buys right now when it's just all red candles, unless you're positioning. So here's my sells. I sold here at 2s. I bought O's. So that's a pretty good buy. No. My trades are marked, my friend. I can't hide. My trades are stamped. They are seared into the chart. They are like, what does that do with? What do they do with the bulls? Like, what do they? What is that thing that they do with cows? Uh, oh, Jesus Christ! You know what I'm talking about? Branding, right? They're branded. Thank you. Somebody from Texas. Somebody from Texas help me out here. Help out a city who's never seen a cow in his life. Branded, right? Yeah, my trades are branded, my friend. I got nowhere to escape. Okay, so look, guys. All in all, very much net positive. Very much good day, right? I still have the Dow Jones to resolve, and I will, I'll show you how I'll resolve that later. I'll show you next, hopefully when I come back next week, and it'll be resolved. But there, as I said, there's a plan and a sequence for everything we do, and that plan and sequence really makes a huge difference in being prepared and reacting. So when you see me trade, you kind of see me, quickly react. But what I'm doing is I'm explaining what I'm doing, and then you yourself can see those patterns. Now, if you're going to do this with me, absolutely do not do what I do with large contracts. Do it with small contracts. And what I was going to say to you is, don't worry if you screw it up. Don't worry if you're like, $1,000 in drawdown on your prop account. You might blow up. This is why you buy 10 prop accounts. The important part to getting this particular methodology right is just like free throws in basketball. You literally have to make 100 trades before you even understand the pattern, and then another 200 or 300 trades before you marginally get good at it. So don't worry if you're just going up and down, up and down, up and down. Once the motion is smooth, once the forehand is pure, it becomes like money bank. You see me? I banked money with you yesterday. I banked money with you today. It just becomes like a money machine. And this is what I hope to show you. This is why I hope you guys really, really like it. If you want to come hang out with me, Kathy has the link. Hang on, let me pull up the link again. I'm gonna set the link in chat. We have a whole program called Pass the Prop. You spent 3 months with me. It's an awesome program. 3 months with me plus weekly coaching where we go into lots of techniques. And this isn't the only thing I teach. This is just the thing I show you in YouTube because it's the most interesting and the most active. But we have longer term trades, different trades for different instruments, all sorts of interesting stuff, different techniques. I haven't even shown you the label trades that I have hidden on this indicator. So there's like a lot of interesting stuff if you want to fully learn the techniques for passing the prop, get those skills, and then be able to get funded, right? Dividend, you gonna come trade prop with me? Where are you, my friend? Still there? All right. So pretty good trades. I mean, all winners here. All winners in the S&P. Well, S&P only one trade. So winners in the S&P, winners in Nasdaq, losers in the Dow. We bought the at the top and was distracted by the S&P and the Nasdaq. Should have just simply stayed on the Dow. Would have resolved this trade. But hey, and then just all nothing but winners on gold. So really pretty good session, right? You can't really complain. Hey, last thought of the day, guys. Last thought of the day. Remember what I said to you? Be careful. Don't rush your shorts on this thing. This was an easy short. And I said to you, wait, because we could reverse. We got a green candle on rocket ship candle on gold. Gold now is net positive, except now it's it turned back again to red. So I'm shifting if this stays red, my bias again becomes a negative red, right? But again, this is the value of being very, very patient. Let the candles, they're like musical notes. Let them play on the chart. Let them set your near-term bias and then execute against that bias. If you do that like I'm doing, bias positive, bias positive, bias positive, bias negative, you see how the rhythm works for you. You see how the rhythm works in your favor. You see how you make money on a continuous basis. That's really what it's all about. So, hey, I'm so glad you guys liked it from Thailand. Apex is absolutely able to trade the DAX. You're absolutely able, but you got to pay the DAX. As usual with Europeans, it's never free. Europeans never make it free. Dividend. You said you made 4K this morning. Are you scalping? You bastard. Did you beat me? How'd you make 4K? You cannot leave until you tell us. Okay, that's the rule of my room. What'd you trade? And don't tell me you made it in dividends because I don't want to hear that shit. I want to know if you scalped it for 4K. Yes, you can trade European indices with Apex, but you got to pay European money. The European indices trade on European exchanges. Those bastards make you pay. I think it's like a $30-$40 monthly fee, but you got to pay that fee. If you trade US, it's all all the connection fees are free. So that's the only drawback. But yeah, you can as my friend Mandy says, you can definitely trade the sexy DAXy if you want to. DAX is a monster. So it's in the grand scheme of things, it's not DAX is also traded in euros, not in dollars, correct? So you have to set up a different account. Actually, it's a dollar account, but it's going to settle in euros. They're going to convert for you automatically, I think. But yes. You were trading the Euro 50? Okay. Where are you from? Dividend. Are you from Germany? Netherlands? Northern Europe? Am I close? You're from Belgium. Okay, listen, come on. Northern Europe. I was right? I knew you were from Northern Europe. Only Northern Europeans would trade the EU 50. Okay. Yeah, DAX is a monster. You're right. I mean, DAX is like the not the difficulty is the US 30. No, US 30 is great. I mean, I love the DAX is like the European Nasdaq. It's just a pain in the ass. It's so spiky. It will go through 10 levels in less than a second, because they'll sweep the ladder. But yeah, if you can mount that beast and subdue it, it's an amazing instrument. Okay, gold clearly distributing right now, right? 10 o'clock. We have to see U.S. Basically, let's look at the longer chart on gold. I just want to show you guys, and this is where we can go to the 5-minute chart just to kind of show you. What do you got? I knew this from the European session. I was like, they sold the 10s. Are they going to sell the 10s again? They sold the 10s again, right? I'm trading on a micro level, but I'm mindful of the day's levels. So certainly next time I talk to you guys, we'll try to go look at the longer term levels just to give you guys context. I had it in the back of my mind. That's why I was perfectly willing to sell it short at that point. But yeah, now the big question is, are we going to hold the fours? Are we going to hold the 2400s? Because that's the other big. Now we sold the tens. Are we going to hold the? Are we going to bounce off the 2400s, or is this kind of be a double top distribution and gold is really now in kind of a corrective mode, which it very well may be. We don't know. The beautiful thing is my framework will tell you. My framework will tell you, because whatever is happening is going to first happen on the 1 minute chart, right? Whatever is going to occur is going to occur there. And after that, it's only going to, it's only going to happen later. I'm hunting. Like I'm hunting, I got nothing to hunt. I was just trying to hunt the turns, but I got no turns. So I'll be very patient. My game plan, just kind of leaving you with my game plan for the rest of the day. What I plan on doing? There's going to be two possibilities I'm going to try and do. Do you hear the New York City sirens? Everybody hear the sirens? It's not a webinar from Boris's, unless you hear the sirens going off. Wow, Jesus, it's really. I think that's an ambulance. Is that an ambulance? Yeah, it's definitely an ambulance. It's not a police car. We play a game in my room: ambulance, fire truck, police. So this is ambulance. By the time you're done trading with me, you're going to know the differences of all the sirens in New York City. So I'm just going to leave you with my game plan in case you're interested. We distributed in the Dow, right? We kind of looks like we're making fresh lows. If we come back above, lose the moving average, I'm going to short it. If we come back above with a green candle, if they start buying up the bottom and start a counter trend rally, I'm going to shift my focus to the buy side and try to resolve it on the buy side. So that will be, sort of my story on the Dow. We'll see how that plays out. But that's it. That's it for now. In the meantime, it's just all reds. No opportunities for us because it's it's a straight trend down. We're looking for the retraces to re-enter the trades. But I hope you guys enjoy this. I'm having a blast. I love doing this. I love doing this on YouTube, where you guys get a chance to kind of get a feel for the kind of trading that we do all the time. I'm glad that we had a great winning session. I can't even count the trades. 2, 5, 7 wins, 2 losses. It's a pretty good ratio, right? 7 wins, 2 losses. So not too bad. Anyways, I'm going to see you guys first week of May. Everybody, those of you celebrating Passover, wishing you the best. Those of you just having spring break, have a good time. Those of you working, my condolences. Next week, have a fun time. I will see you guys first week of May. Same channel, same station, same bat time. All right. Everybody have a great day. Karen, thank you so much. We'll be back with more tools, CFD tools, and everything else for everybody. They're going to pop up. They're going to have the CFD trades pop up over here, so you're going to be able to see them as well, which will be really, really awesome. All right. Everybody enjoy. Thank you so much, guys. I am over and out. Everybody take care. Bye-bye.